It's entertainment time here at the Hangout.
I'm just trying to bring a little culture to the group. It could totally use a friendly hangout. So,
Yeah, back in the day, baby.
it's the culture, Daryl. Good hangout.
Whatever.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Hangout Culture Podcast. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year. Welcome
New
back.
Year's. We're happy you're here with us today. I'm James. To my left, we have the Denver Destroyer, the Denmark Demolitioner, David Murray. To my left. Woo! To my right, the big menacing presence. It's the Toledo Torpedo, the Tomahawk of Tampa, Tom, the floor Tom Crane.
Hey, Happy New Year. I love it. I love it.
I might try just like riffing and doing some fun intros like that.
Yeah, I love it. Let's have fun with it. You know? Sometimes when you come to the hangout, you bring a vibe. I love the vibe.
Yeah, the vibe is morning time. Morning time silliness. Sometimes you wake up. We're doing this podcast in the morning.
Yeah.
And so you're feeling a little silly in the morning.
Thought it was definitely
Just
silly in the
waking up.
morning. But with that being said, we wanted to have a morning drink instead of
because
beer.
Right, because you can't be an alcoholic if you drink a mimosa in the morning, right? If you
Right.
crack a beer in the morning, that's alcoholism behavior.
Right,
This is
exactly.
classy.
So classy.
And you get vitamin C, and it's pretty healthy. So,
And I'm so happy you went with the
see
no
if we can
pulp.
open this up.
How do
No
we feel
pulp.
about that? No pulp or pulp? Let us know
It
in the
doesn't
comments.
bother me. Honestly, I could do either or, but I know
Oh,
a lot of
no.
people don't like pulp, so that's why I got the no pulp.
Yeah.
I
I
got
can't do the
drinks
pulp.
again this week.
I cannot do the pulp at all. It throws me for a loop when I go to like any kind of event where they've got, you know, or if I order a drink and it's got just a glass of orange juice at a breakfast place and it comes with pulp. Oh, it ruins
It's got
it for me.
terrible mouthfeel.
Yes, the mouthfeel on that is great. It's very, very bad. Yeah.
Tom, do you like pulp?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so you're on the same
That's why I
page.
went, no pulp.
Correct.
Okay, so I think the thing with the champagne bottles is you twist it 6 times and it's good. This little twisty guy here.
Okay.
I think it's 6 times. That's what I tell brides at weddings, though. I think I'm right.
Really?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
look at that.
I didn't know that I would have ever I didn't know there was a number associated
There
with
is
it.
a number. I don't know why I know that, but 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year's, everyone.
Oh,
You know where the paper towels are. What?
Tom, you know where the paper towels are. I'm going to throw it right back at you. All right. I guess this would be a good time to say if you like this podcast, if you want to
Yeah.
support this podcast, please subscribe to the Inman Productions channel, which is where you're at right now. We're also on Spotify. Leave a like and comment. Comment how silly I am to try to open that on a podcast studio desk.
I really didn't think it was gonna explode like that. We had mimosas over the
Thanks, Tom.
weekend and we didn't.
It was sitting there forever.
Yeah.
It was just sitting there.
Yeah, I don't know. You bought it this morning, so maybe like the car ride, it didn't sit for long enough. But
I don't know.
it
The altitude.
Gosh, this desk is gonna have so much character by the
So much
first like
character.
20 episodes.
Before we started, I was cleaning off cookie crumbs.
yeah. This is not going to be for resale. This is
Oh
gonna go
my
down.
gosh.
Oh man.
So
All right,
luckily,
well.
luckily the top part comes apart like
Yeah.
this.
So I guess if you couldn't have inferred, for those listening.
Good morning.
Yes. This is a perfect morning thing. So yeah. Well, yeah.
Tom, we're recording audio, right?
Yeah.
With the program?
We
Okay, I see
should.
it up there. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure we crossing the T's, dotting the I's, because this is gold, guys.
It
This
is.
gold.
It is
You
morning.
should have asked me that before we started
Oh
this.
my God. Yeah, I know. Well, I should have done a lot of things before we started this. Like, maybe open that first. But if you could hand me that again, Tom.
What are you talking about? It's
And
content.
then just one more paper towel, please. Thank you, Tom. You're an angel.
It's content. You know.
It's going to. It's going
Yeah.
to.
That's definitely going to make a reel.
All right, now we're good. Everything's perfectly fine.
Yeah, and actually that'll be a reel that'll be posted on the new Hangout Culture Instagram.
Yeah.
Please go like and follow the new page. We're gonna try and get that subscriber or follower count up. We're currently up to date. Tom's done a great job at posting past podcast clips to get everyone that's following that page up to current reels for new episodes.
Okay, now here's the thing. How much orange juice goes into this mimosa? Now tell me when.
Well, Okay.
I think a dropper. I think like a dropper.
I thought you
Some-
always poured the
very light.
champagne first.
No. Do you? I don't know.
Wait.
Comment below. Do you pour the champagne first or orange juice first? I always poured the orange juice first.
Really?
Yeah. Tom's showing the Hangout Culture Instagram account. So please go and follow. It's been doing well so far, and we're enjoying posting these reels. So thank you, Tom. There's our Instagram, Hangout Culture. Please go and like it. So how much orange juice should I pour for you, David? Let me know when I should stop.
That is good.
That's good?
Yeah.
That says
And I guess like, well, what's the top level? Like, what's the end? You know, to know a proportion. Like, how full are you filling?
It's going to be pretty full.
Okay, then that's probably close to what I would.
No, I'm not going to try to spill it this time.
Perfect.
Look at that. That's gorgeous. All right, Tom. Let me know how much orange juice you want when I should stop. Here we go.
See, that's probably good. I usually do the champagne first.
All right. Maybe I'm outvoted on this one. Maybe I'm doing it all wrong.
I do the champagne first, and then I'm like, well, just a little dab will do.
No, I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense. I
Like,
guess that
just
makes
enough
sense.
to change the color.
Yeah. Let me do it that way for this one. Because then you could get like how much you pretty much want, right?
Yeah.
You get all the fizziness out of the way. Just for color.
Yep.
Yeah, they all look pretty similar. Mine looks the lightest. I think I might have. Oh.
And I'm not going to be able to catch this one like we usually do.
Don't throw this over the soundboard.
Well, that's the whole bottle, boys.
Well, when half of it was on the desk.
That's true. That's true. Not so impressive when I spill half of it.
Oh, man.
All right, Tom, here you go. Catch.
All right. Cheers. Happy
Cheers.
New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's, everyone.
Good morning. Happy morning. Oh, yeah.
That's one of my favorite things when I go out for breakfast, though. My wife is always on the Bloody Mary side of things. I don't like Bloody Mary.
They're gross.
The tomato.
I can't imagine liking
Oh
them.
my god, her whole family loves They love spicy Bloody Marys. I can't do it. But so I'm always the mimosa guy. Like when we're on vacation, we go out for breakfast.
Yeah.
They're getting a whole round of Bloody Marys, and I'm like,
Gosh,
I'll
with
take
like
the
sausages in it and like
pickles,
cocktail in
hot
it.
sauce,
and pickles,
it's a whole-
hot sauce.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
whole
whole
meal.
meal.
Yeah,
Yes.
meatballs.
Yeah.
I don't know if they
Yeah.
put meatballs in. But yeah,
They
it's,
do everything with those.
Dude, it's gross. And my fiance, it's so funny because she loves Bloody Marys and stuff, but she hates tomatoes.
Huh.
You can't put a tomato on a burger, on a sandwich.
Interesting.
She hates it. So I just don't understand. I think a lot of people are like that. I don't get it.
Yeah,
They
there
can
is
go
like a
whole-
different, like there's tomatoes in Bloody Mary for sure, but like the
Oh,
Bloody
yeah.
Mary mix has a bunch of other stuff in it too, to where it might mask. I don't know. For me,
Well,
it's
it's
disgusting.
always very tomato forward for me.
Yeah,
It's,
but when
it's
you
like
add a
beet
bunch
red.
of spices, like Alex's
Yeah.
family, they add so much like hot sauce and different spices and stuff to it that like the amount of tomato that you're tasting is not as much as just a tomato juice.
It's like
but
it's like a girl thing.
Not
I
my
think.
style.
Like I don't know a single guy really. Well, I think the majority here, everyone votes no Bloody Marys. Not a whole lot of guys like Bloody Marys, but when you ask like a girl, they all love Bloody Marys. I don't know why that's.
That's
Yeah.
probably stereotypical. We
you
were
think
actually
so?
we were actually having a conversation about this a couple days ago because my father-in-law and mother-in-law, they like Bloody Marys.
Ugh.
Then I asked about, because when Toronto was in the playoffs, they were making a big deal about their version, which is like the Bloody Caesar, which has a little bit different ingredients, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we love it." And it's always kind of weird to me. It seems like such like drinking a meal.
Yeah.
And it's just
yeah.
none of it sounds appealing to me.
I've never heard of a Bloody Caesar. That's
Awesome. Get those little fingers working. I love it. I love it. No, I've never heard of a Bloody Caesar either. But I know that there are so many different variations of Bloody Marys that you can make.
It's a popular Canadian cocktail similar to a Bloody Mary, but made with
Clamato
juice, a blend of tomato and clam broth. Oh, that sounds even better. That's an upgrade.
My
Just
wife,
put some clam broth.
my
in there.
wife
That'll
and
make
her
it so much
family would
better.
probably love that, because that sounds like similar to what they would get on the island, where they're using some kind of. Well, I guess clams are more New England.
It includes
So maybe
vodka,
not on the
Worcester.
island. Take that back.
Worcester. How do you say it? Worcester.
Worcester.
Sauce
Mm-hmm.
and hot sauce.
Worcester.
Yeah, I think Tom nailed it. Served in a celery salt-rimmed glass. Ooh. Invented in Calgary in 1969.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Thank you. No, thank you.
The more
At
you
least
know.
it's not an anti-Semitic drink.
Yeah. Right. So I'm always on the mimosa.
Dodge that bullet.
train. I like that.
All right, so I think David will start us off with our weekly updates.
Yeah. So these are probably going to be a little fun because we got to celebrate Christmas. Our last podcast was on Christmas Eve, so some updates from that. I had some family coming in from town. Shout out to my cousin Isabel, my grandfather, making their way from PA. Love spending time with them. They were here. They got in here on Friday, but Christmas Day itself was really nice. I got this super awesome new jacket from my parents.
Looks warm.
Sporting it immediately because it is one of my favorite gifts that I got. Coupled with my brother-in-law Max actually got me Mac Miller's Swimming album on vinyl.
Oh, very cool.
And it's one that I've been wanting for a very long time. It's my personal favorite album of his. And so to finally get it on vinyl was like super, super cool. Meant a lot to me. And he also likes Mac. He did a Mac quote on the top of his cap for graduation during high school. So he really likes Mac Miller. So it's something we have in common that was pretty cool. So that was a lot of fun. Got to spend some time with the family on Sunday then, watching a little bit of the Browns game.
Let's go Browns. I've always loved the Browns. I don't know if you guys know this. Huge Browns fan.
But it was interesting, and the only thing that I really wanted to even say about the Browns was it was funny to watch how the Browns, when they have no hope of making it into the playoffs, still are playing a big role in what teams do, and we just wrecked the Steelers.
But also,
like, Baltimore fans were actually Browns fans this week,
Yeah.
because then it's Baltimore and the Steelers next week to decide who clinches the playoffs. But we ruined the Steelers, like,
which we all wanted to do.
clinching.
They wanted to do for sure. But didn't we move from like the 3rd round draft pick now to the 6th because we won? I thought I read that somewhere.
We may have. You're right. That may have.
We shot ourselves in the foot
a little bit.
But we beat the Steelers.
Yeah, and I thought there was another cool headline, just that like the Steelers are doing everything that they could to not let Myles Garrett break the record for sacks, and the like freeze frame photos that I've seen running on social media where he's just like getting clothesline tackled to the ground and no flag, like just to stop him from getting a sack is like, come on, guys, where's the sportsmanship there? I get rivalry.
Almost
but
every analyst response was that the Steelers focused more on not letting Myles Garrett get a sack than actually winning the game. And that's where it kind of came back to bite him in the butt.
Yeah.
I was live tweeting on our Inman Productions Twitter account.
Yes.
Or X account now, I guess.
You watched more of the game than I did.
I watched every
impressed.
single play. Yeah, I was enjoying it. So until we get, like, I don't know if we're ever going to do a Hangout Culture X, we might. But if you like this podcast and, you know, also want to support what we're doing, we do have an X account. It's under Inman Productions, but I live tweeted the whole game, and because I thought it was fun, you know, I might get some followers too or whatever. And it was the first time I've ever like live tweeted something throughout, and it was a lot of fun. I did a couple polls and saw people voting, and did some hot takes or whatever. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It got me like really involved in the game, and they definitely for sure did not want to get Aaron Rodgers sacked by Myles Garrett. I mean, it was just kind of obvious. I think Myles Garrett even said that. He's that was kind of strange. Like, I've never played a game like that where it was just basically I was the spotlight.
And you always have to game plan him for him because he's such a good player on that side that he changes the way you play the game.
The defense was still great. You know, even like, I don't know, maybe them focusing all on Myles made our defense look even better.
And it makes it better that they were in the game still. So usually the other team, as well as the defense plays, the score gets out of hand. So they're not passing the ball. Myles has no chance for a sack. The offense is doing nothing. So even a low-scoring game, it was competitive. It kept everybody engaged. And I know most people were probably just watching for the Myles factor rather than the game itself.
More Browns fans were watching the defensive side of the ball than the offensive, even with Shador Sanders.
Oh, you should have heard the crowd. Anytime he was like scrambling in the pocket, the crowd would just go wild. You know?
That would have been cool to be there, because in a season where you win surprisingly 4 games, you have something to still root for, and it's this run of greatness that has only been accomplished a couple times what he's done already.
I wonder if we still have him next year. Like, when is his contract up? Like, I forget. I know he was trying to get out this year. I don't know if we signed him to a 1 year or a 2 year.
No, they just re-signed him to a huge deal. So it's basically impossible to trade him at this point. He'll probably retire with the Browns unless something crazy happens.
I like that.
Yeah.
I love that he's with us, you know?
Yeah.
Unlike past contracts that have stuck us with players, I actually like Myles Garrett quite a bit.
So,
I know he does a lot of community stuff too.
So the last question, about the Browns, then we'll switch topics. So, do you think we're gonna have Kevin Stefanski for another year? I mean, I know we have one more game left, right?
Yeah.
What if we, like, best case scenario, if we win? What do you think? I don't even know who we play.
I don't think there's any saving it. I think
Yeah, I
it's
don't
time
think
to
so
move
either.
on.
Yeah. That's
Well,
my
we
vote.
play
What
the
do we think?
Bengals, and the Browns usually do really well, and so like Joe
Yeah,
Burrow,
but Joey B went off.
but he could
this
still
last
get sacked
game.
5 times. Like it's
Their
different when
record
they
is
play
terrible.
the Browns.
Sure.
So, what do you
Sure.
think? Keeping Kevin or?
I think they should
Even
start
after a win.
fresh.
Start
I think,
fresh, yeah.
Yep. I think they
Fresh
need
start.
a new GM, new coach, and I think it's just
Our whole office needs replaced.
yeah. I think
Everything in the
Yeah.
office.
what they came into having with all the excitement of 2019, 2020, and to where we are now, it's just you can't do any more.
It's just
more
like
of it.
I even
Yeah.
think back to the recent pass of like Baker Mayfield. Like that was so exciting, and I haven't felt that way since. And like we had these little things with like Myles Garrett and the sack record, like these
snow
little
game
things.
last year with Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
I love Jameis
We
Winston.
had
He's my
the-
favorite football player, dude. I'll wear
Yeah.
his jersey. I'll sport his stuff. Like,
Yeah. Well, I remember being a
He's
huge
great, dude. I
Flacco
follow him on
fan when
Instagram.
he came back off the
Yeah,
couch
sure, yeah.
and took us to a winning
Yeah.
streak to potential. We did make the playoffs that year, right? Kicked out early, but like that was a great storyline. It's just there hasn't been a storyline of like somebody sticking around, and a lot of that has to do with the decisions made in the office.
Yeah.
That's been I feel like every Browns fan biggest complaint with this franchise.
My biggest takeaway is I love that you love Jameis Winston.
I love it. Dude, his attitude. If that guy was just with me all day, man, I would be so motivated
He
constantly.
would be the best hype man.
Yeah, there's
He
just
would
something
lead
about
the
him. He's
team
so
the
genuine,
best.
and he's not putting on a front of being a nice guy. He is that guy. You know, he is
Yeah.
that nice, inspirational guy you want in your in group to always like lift you up. And he's like talented. I think he throws a lot of bombs. He gets a lot of interceptions, but he makes it interesting and fun. I don't care. I really don't care. I just want to root for someone I like. You know what I mean? I don't care if they do good or bad. I would just so much rather see him on the field than, someone like Watson or whatever.
Sure.
Watson, right?
So, like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I love that
I
take.
think he'd be
I
an
love that
awesome guy
take.
to hang out with. I mean, if he wants to come on the pod, we got a great couch.
Yeah.
We can have Jameis Winston on and
And speaking
talk to him a
of
little
guys,
bit.
we're gonna get a guest on here.
Yes,
it's in
yes,
the works.
speaking of which.
we actually have a couple really
Yes.
really awesome guests we have.
Yes, we're not giving anything away because we want it to be a surprise.
Yeah.
But 2026 is going to be a
We're gonna
year
have some
where we
guests.
are implicating
It'll be fun.
Some guests. We have, like James said, a couple that are definitely on the books that we already have sealed down.
That are like really exciting already.
Oh,
like,
they're
like
so
some pretty
exciting.
Crazy
We wouldn't
names.
bring guests if we didn't think it was going to be entertaining to you guys. The whole
Yeah.
point of this is to entertain you guys and kind of give you insight to what a hangout looks like with us. And they're going to add a lot of fun to the show.
Yeah,
coming
I'm
soon.
really really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
To have some guests on here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So that was my update.
that was your update.
That was my update.
Okay, my
How,
update.
how was your Christmas and your
It was good.
weekend?
It was good. Pretty traditional Christmas, which is good. You don't want to change it up too much. That usually means something bad happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, we went to Christmas Mass at 4, which is the children's mass. So it's like a Catholic grade school as well. So the
Okay.
kids sing and everything. It's like more kid oriented. But we went to that mass. We get there like an hour early. So like I know me and my fiance got there like 35 minutes early just to like save an additional part of the row.
Yep.
Like the pew.
When you have to save the seat at church mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like I think that's pretty much when it filled up, was like a half hour before it began, and then you just see people having to like stand the whole time in the back.
Yep.
It's just packed. So the mass went well, and then we had Christmas Eve at my parents' house. We went over this like a little bit on the last podcast, so I'm not gonna dive too into it. But
Yeah.
what I didn't mention, which is a tradition, is we do a drink contest every year at my
Yes.
parents'
I'm
house.
happy you're bringing this up.
Yeah,
Yes,
I had to
yes.
bring it up because I forgot to bring it up last time, but I think we had a lot of Christmas stuff to talk about. There's there's endless Christmas stuff to
Well,
talk
yeah.
about.
And I'm happy it's making the recap, so it's not just like a foreshadowing. We can actually
Yeah.
say what
Say what
these
happened.
drinks were.
Yeah, give the results.
Yes.
So, so me and my fiance made a drink. Our cousin made a drink. Your sister made a drink. My sister made a drink. So there was like a bunch of drinks.
Yeah,
floating
yeah.
around.
And it's a competition.
Yeah, it's drink
So
competition.
everyone-
We all make a drink cocktail.
Yes, and then everyone takes a vote at the end who won, and there's a little like trophy that they hand out
Yeah.
every year. It
Yeah.
goes to whoever won. So
It's usually heavily Christmas themed, the drinks.
Yes.
But it's really anything's fair game. Anything's in play.
yeah,
So, our cousin won this year.
Yeah, which hers was so cool in thought. I wish that it
In thought?
I wish it turned out, but I know that she wished it turned out better too. She gave like the preamble thing. It was like, okay, guys, so these kind of didn't do what I thought they were gonna do, but they should still be good.
Yeah.
So
So what she made was what she was going for.
Yes.
Was a Christmas tree Jello shot with like sprinkles as ornaments. What it looked like, and I love you, cousin. You know I love you.
Yes.
You know Flubber.
Yes.
If he had a pretty runny and ate a lot of sprinkles.
Oh, that is
because
the
you just
best
move it a little bit
analogy.
back and forth. You move it a little bit back and forth, and it just has a life of its own, just going back and forth.
Oh, that is the best thing ever.
Again, I love you, cousin.
So,
nothing but love.
well,
and you won. Congratulations. I didn't vote for you. David, did you vote?
No, I did not vote for her.
You didn't vote, did you? Or
No,
did
I
you
did.
vote? You
I
did vote?
voted.
Okay.
I actually voted for yours.
We
But
did the espresso,
Espresso martini.
with Oreo crumbs around. It was a very
rim.
sophisticated dish.
Yeah.
Oreo crumbs around the rim with, I think it was like white chocolate on the rim, and then we put Oreo crumbs around that, and then had like an espresso martini.
yeah, and I'm a sucker for espresso martinis. They're my favorite.
But do you know what bit us in the ass? We should have gone last. Jessica didn't want to because she just wanted to get it over with. And I totally agree. Like that was all her this year, so props to her. But both my sisters saved theirs in the fridge until like all the drinks were done and everything was done, and they took it out and they're like, "Oh, I love this!" Like because they were drinking it at the end, you know.
Sure.
Because this is an espresso martini, so
right.
if we went last, it might have changed. But
Maybe.
because a couple people said that, like, "Oh, I wish this was the last one." A
Right.
couple
What's
people
the
Right,
setup?
right.
Do you just make like a full drink and everybody takes a little bit?
Yeah,
of-
you make like 18 to 20 drinks. Yeah.
Yeah, for everyone there. They're all in like little glasses, so like it's not like a full blown like massive glass with it. But
So it's like a flight
yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty
yeah,
much.
it's a pretty decent flight.
I wanted to explain just a little bit of our cousin's Jello shot because just to give like a visual to the audience.
I already gave them a visual.
Yes. But what she was going for the Christmas tree, so she made the Jello in Dixie cups, and then it molded to the Dixie cups, and then she just plopped them into the Jello shot. So it literally looked like a tree with sprinkles on it. That when it wasn't at the right temperature for long enough, it kind of melted into a little flubber. But yeah, it was supposed to look like this, like that guy, right?
Oh, like a little cone. Yeah, click on that one.
Yeah.
And then
For our
Picture zoom.
audience members that are watching, it was supposed to look like this middle picture right here.
yeah.
And unfortunately, it kind of like just melted and seeped into it.
But she still won. I even counted
Yeah,
the
she
votes
did
once
win.
everyone
She
left.
did
I
win.
saw all the votes like there, and I was like, I was like, I'm just gonna sort these out. And yeah, she won by like 2 or 3 votes. So congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. Well, maybe if somebody has like a picture of it. I mean, I'm sure maybe your
I don't know if there's a picture of it.
your
We'll
brother-in-law
ask.
probably has a video.
If
or
there is a
something,
picture
maybe
of it,
we can-
we'll throw it in.
Yeah.
If there's a picture of any of these drinks, we'll throw it in.
Yeah. Super fun time. So that was
good
Christmas Eve.
Good times.
All
right.
As far as your update goes.
Yeah, so that was Christmas Eve. Then Christmas was great. I stayed the night over our parents' house. And it's nice. Yeah, me and my fiance stayed the night over my parents. Woke up, did presents for hours because, like we said, it's one at a time.
Yeah.
Like humans do, like sophisticated, evolved people. One at a time. So it takes a while because then eventually my sister gets there, her husband, niece and nephew join later on in the day. So it's a whole thing. And then after my parents, we go back to our house, unload everything, try to take a power nap, and then we go to Jessica's side of the family where we play this really fun game. It's becoming a tradition now and I love it, which is the horse racing game. I'm not going to explain it, but it's like pegs and horses and cards and dice are involved. It's a really fun game. Maybe I'll go into it at another time, but I ended up winning a whole bunch.
Okay.
Yeah. I went broke and then I got all the money back and then some. So it was one of
Okay.
those come from behind stories. I was like Rocky.
Okay, so it's like a game that involves like you taking
Yeah, you could
winnings,
every
horse
round
bet racing
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah, thanks. I'm P&Z on that. Yeah, there we go. Pinching and zooming.
Okay, so what you like place bets on what the dice roll is or
Yeah, so basically you have horses, and if you roll the number of the horse, it advances. But like a horse could be, since you're rolling dice and you have like, say your horse is number 2, you have to roll snake eyes, right? If your horse
Sure.
is number 12, you have to roll 2 6s. So the probability
Yeah.
of those is low. So those have fewer pegs to move.
Okay.
You know, than the one. Then if you
Okay.
have a 7 or 8.
Yeah, I guess I can see it like the outside one. You only have
Yeah.
to move 2 and then 3. Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And if
that
that's
looks like
hard-
a really fun game.
If that's hard to see, we'll throw up a picture. But
Yeah.
so you'll get it pretty easy. If you're watching on YouTube, and if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe please.
Yes, hit that subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe button. Okay, so yeah, that was pretty much my Christmas. It was a great Christmas. No complaints here. I did want to bring up, since we're going into the new year, okay, I want to end all the drama. I just want the drama to be over, okay? With this whole COVID ivermectin
jeez.
drama, I got us kicked off of TikTok
Yeah.
for it. And I just want to explain myself as clearly as I can because I reflected on this and I didn't come off as clear as I wanted to with like my thoughts. And it's
Okay.
going to take there's 2 points. It's going to be very quick. So we got kicked off TikTok because I said the thing about CNN's coverage mostly of Joe Rogan calling ivermectin a horse dewormer, then throwing that filter over him, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that's like, I guess, a big, a hot topic.
Yes.
So my thoughts, I just really wanted to like distill this really quick. So about like ivermectin. Objectively, you know what I mean? Trying to be as objective about what happened as possible. Tom's like, where's this gonna go? You'll see, Tom. Okay, so thinking about it, if you looked up ivermectin, the drug, prior to COVID, you know,
Yeah.
it would just be like the most benign thing in the world.
Yeah.
Right. I think the side effects are like nausea, you know, upset stomach, whatever, whatever. It's FDA approved, and no one would have an opinion on it. That's my thing. Prior to this, if you ask someone random about ivermectin, they would look it up and probably be like, yeah, it's a drug approved by the FDA.
Yeah, most people hadn't even heard of it.
Yeah, I think millions. Tom, you can make me maybe double check me, but millions of people have taken it. So it was a nothing burger, right? Before COVID, right? And then after COVID, when CNN did their whole spin on it, now it's like this boogeyman drug.
Yeah.
So the thing is, what I wanted to say is ivermectin didn't change. The drug itself didn't change.
Correct.
What changed was the news coverage of it. And when the news coverage comes from people taking a lot of money from insurance companies and pharmaceutical companies, you don't really get the truth. You know, you get whatever they want to spin on it.
Yeah.
But again, these searches are actually kind of like a little bit tainted too, because when I looked up ivermectin, all it said was don't take it for COVID, don't take it for COVID, like all these things like that.
Yeah.
So it's so tightly entwined with that story.
If you were to like look it up on like Google, Firefox,
or
all
different
the,
web, like
different
Brave,
web
the
bra-
web
yeah,
browser,
if you were
it's
on
different.
Brave,
And
you're going
I
to get
did look
much
it up.
different.
I did look it up on
things.
Brave as opposed to just Chrome or something like that. But yeah, so it's when you look up just the drug itself, it's all these things about COVID. So I just wanted to like mention that the drug didn't change, like the story behind it changed. So I want to put that to rest, and that's all I was trying to say. I didn't say those words like explicitly, but that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
And so that's what I was trying to give off with my take on ivermectin. I'm like, the drug didn't change. Like what changed was the spin on it.
Correct.
So it didn't become more of a dangerous drug. And the second thing was Joe Rogan, and when he was talking about ivermectin, he never said ivermectin was the cure. And that's what a lot of people got mixed up, because when I said these things, I got messages and stuff. And
right. He definitely said multiple times, and has been quoted, that they threw the kitchen sink at it. Like he got it, and he was like, I threw everything and anything that he thought would work at it.
The news channels probably thought that they could maybe parcel out ivermectin and demonize that the best.
Agreed.
That they would have the best chance of demonizing that.
Agreed.
But he said it was a regimen of things that he took. He never said, and I never said, and this is the thing that we're going to have to deal with this podcast, is like putting words in your mouth that you never said. I never said like ivermectin cured COVID. And Joe Rogan never said that either.
Right.
But people will like hear what you said and then put something additional onto it.
Right.
But that was just one of the many things that a certified doctor recommended him to do in that situation. Ivermectin was one of the many things he took as a regimen. He never said that alone cured it or whatever.
Yeah.
He never even said cure. So I just wanted to, like, going into New Year, that's going to be the end of that. Maybe we'll have some drama again in the next year. Who knows? But yeah, we like to follow news stories. And
well, and the biggest thing is that we've said this because we've also covered different political events or topics. And our biggest thing is that between the three of us, we all feel that we have a very like level-headed, middle of the road, unbiased, like what makes sense approach to things. And that's what we're going to continue to showcase. And we're going to have these quote unquote hot takes that just to us, and we believe that we're a good like representation of what the average person's thinking and what the average hangout's going to be looking like. That's what we're feeling like the average person would think. It's like, this doesn't make sense. So why would we have a TikTok account be banned for saying something that was completely biased and not at all pro anything, just laying the facts out? It sucks. Like, that doesn't make sense. That's why we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're sincerely not trying to galvanize one side or the other side.
No.
Like, this is not that podcast whatsoever.
Tom's got something brewing.
Well, but the problem is you're using logic and common sense. And even saying that news used a yellow filter on Joe Rogan is going to get people arguing and fighting and calling you names no matter what. And it's not about... It's just crazy. You can't use common sense. People will just hear something and they go crazy with it. Even this weekend, somebody around Christmas brought up, oh, you should have him get into Turning Point USA. And it's immediately like there's a visceral reaction to that.
Have who?
Have like my stepson get into Turning Point USA.
Oh, that's a whole nother.
So it's like there's
topic
that.
To get
but
into.
that's a
It's
great
just
point.
like ivermectin, where it's like
As soon as you said it, it gets a reaction.
and
People
immediately
have
I'm
that.
like,
Yeah.
and so there's
Well, Turning Point
logical
USA is
reasons.
going through a lot of changes right now. A lot of changes that no one foresaw happening. But there
Or
is
did they?
definitely. We don't want to get banned on YouTube.
No, the whole thing is that
We need a Patreon first.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need, or like a YouTube membership, even maybe.
Subscribe, please.
But we, I think our biggest thing is that, like, that's what we feel is going to set this podcast apart from the rest, is that we all do bring common sense to things. If you can look at things on like in a black and white kind of setting, like this just doesn't add up. This doesn't make sense. And that's what we're going to cover. And hopefully that resonates with more people. And, you know, down the line when we actually have X amount of subscribers or whatever, then it's actually making a difference. And maybe the average person will feel heard through us, because we're not going to change. I feel like we all have a pretty sound understanding and common sense and the way that we live our lives. So like, I feel as though that's what's going to be beneficial to others.
The truth often lies somewhere in the middle, and that's why I like Breaking Point so much, because Crystal, the one host, is a Democrat. Sagar, the other host, and Jetty is a Republican. He's another he's a Republican. And they have debates all the time, and oftentimes Crystal will say something, I'm like, oh yeah, I totally agree, and then Sagar will have a rebuttal, and I'm like, oh no, that makes total sense. And then when you have two people in good faith arguing, not taking money, because their whole thing, Breaking Points, doesn't take money from any advertisers. It's all subscriber based.
Yeah, subscribers, Patreon,
everything.
all their subscriptions.
They don't have a single sponsor,
in-house.
outside sponsor.
Yeah.
And so and usually I come away with those debates saying, like, the truth is somewhere in the middle. They both have good points, but it's somewhere in the middle, you know. And I'm not going to take a hard right stance or hard left stance like ivermectin. Like, I'm just trying to look at it. I'm like trying to take myself totally out of it and look at it as like a third person point of view, like third party, and be like, okay, ivermectin was a drug before COVID. Ivermectin was a drug after COVID. No one had an issue with it before. Why do everyone has an issue with it afterward? And then once you like see that objectively, okay, so who changed that narrative? And then you look at those organizations that changed the narrative, and then you see if there was any other reason why they would want to change their narrative, and then you see all these reasons.
But it's even so hard to say what makes the most sense in common sense, right? Like, for instance, I got the vaccine.
Yeah, me too.
Like, it made the most sense at the time based on the information that I was being given. Like, I didn't go down through the 14 boosters or like line or whatever, but like, I still got it because it made the most sense based on everything that I was given. And I wasn't an educated person on vaccines. I had never had a child where I was. Yes, but like, I remember where I was working, there was one lady in the office who had a daughter who was like 12 or 13 at the time. And she was like very much like anti-vaccine from the jump. So when this hit, she was like, oh, there's no way. I've already done my research. Like, she wasn't vaccinated for X, Y, and Z or whatever. And she had had that experience, but I don't have kids, so I've never even had the thought of what vaccines.
Right, we weren't confronted with that.
Yeah, so like you're
issue.
gonna tell me it'll fix it. Okay, well I'll follow the rest of the herd and I'll go in and get my shot, and like that'll be that. Especially when it became like we needed to have a vaccine card to get into a museum that we wanted to visit in New York City. It was like,
Yeah, you didn't know how far they were gonna take it.
yeah, like
you know?
now I needed to get it to be
Right.
able to fly.
Yeah.
I needed to get it to be, and even when I remember flying with 2 masks on, like looking back on
Yeah,
it,
me
it was
too.
so
Yeah, I did that too.
stupid. And knowing the masks did nothing.
Well, now we're
Like,
gonna get
it's
into some
crazy.
hot
See, for
podcasts. But
me-
yeah, I mean,
whatever. I don't even.
I
It's
agree.
my take. It's
I
the,
agree.
it's the
but,
common sense.
but
Because
people,
now looking back,
yeah,
hindsight's
yeah.
2020, and
But
you
people
realize,
are going to disagree with you. But what I say to that is we've never once in human history have ever stopped a respiratory disease. Like it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about it.
Yeah.
Right. And depending on like how infectious it is, obviously, taking that into consideration. But yeah, we've never once stopped a respiratory virus.
And there's a lot of-
especially with how
Yeah.
intermingled everyone is.
and there's a lot of science behind like the worst thing that you can do is vaccinate during a respiratory disease because then you create mutations. Like the biggest thing is like the whole herd immunity. Like I remember again when I was working, one of the guys I worked at a trade company that did a bunch of like home remodeling, and one of the guys was like, nah, screw this, like herd immunity, like we don't need a vaccine, like let it, whoever gets it, whoever doesn't. And I remember thinking at the time like, okay, but like why wouldn't you get the vaccine if it's going to stop transmission, if it's going to stop spreading, like if it's going to do all of these things?
well, that's what we were sold. That's what we were sold,
and
on.
that's what I'm saying.
But
that was the narrative sold.
Right. If you want to go back
and
to the
that's what's
original
hard.
original point here,
Right.
point of contact, everything on the news was saying if you and your family get the vaccine, you won't transmit it, you won't get it, you're safe. What they said was, quote, and I can, whatever. I've seen this clip verbatim. It's if you and your family get the shot, you'll be safe, is what they said.
Well, I remember thinking of it like you're saving your grandma. You're saving the elderly by
Well, the
getting
elderly
it. Then you
did-
couldn't give it to the elderly.
Yeah.
Like I remember that being part of the narrative too. It was like, oh, care about your family members.
I
Because
think
when you
no
wanna go over
matter
and see
what,
grandma,
if you hear that it's going to be 100% effective, that's a red flag right away. Like I think
Were they
anybody,
saying that? Were they saying?
Well,
I know they
kind
were
of-
saying it was gonna. You can't transmit it or whatever.
Yeah, the kind of the thought
All
of
these
like
things.
this is going to stop everything. You're not going to get it if you get the vaccine. I think that was a little overboard, and people kind of one way believe that.
But you also wanted to believe.
I wanted to
You
believe-
know what I
Of
mean? Like
course,
everyone
because it was
also
this big,
wanted to
scary
believe
thing.
it. Yeah.
My-
And we're all locked in. We want to go out and see our family and friends. And
stop this as soon as possible.
my
yeah,
wife,
so we're not blaming. I just want to make this caveat really quick. Then, yeah, we're not blaming anyone for either getting the vaccine or not.
No.
I really hope this comes off as like, if you got it, we don't care. If you didn't get it, we don't care. This is just our experience and like what we were thinking, just as average people.
Yeah, like I said, I got it. You said you got it. Like,
yeah, I got it.
How could
Yeah.
we play hypocrite and be mad at anyone else who got it?
It was just the
Like,
information at that time. It's like we
Exactly.
really want to see our family and friends. We want to get back to work, and we want all these things to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead.
was I say, my wife and I got it in that December, right around Christmas, that first year.
Yeah.
In 2020, and we had a baby during this, so like he was 3 months old, and her and I had COVID so bad that like we couldn't even walk up the stairs without getting out of breath, and we had a baby that was sleeping 3 hours a night, like
Right,
and
right.
so and it
That's
was
tough.
It was one of the worst, and I've kind of gotten COVID almost every other Christmas, it feels like, so that's why I'm glad.
Is this the off year?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
I think 2 years in a row.
It was just Christmas.
But it was like we went to a family Christmas Eve event. We all wore masks because my wife was very, very cautious, especially with the baby. We did everything we could. We all wore masks this Christmas. It still spread, and so we ended up getting it. That's why I ended up watching January 6th on the couch because I wasn't allowed to go back to work. So since we're bringing all that up,
All right, so my take on January 6th. Inside job, much?
man.
Hey.
but yeah, so I think a lot of people got
How
the
many
vaccine,
undercovers?
even people who say they don't or are acting like they're not. But I think you just did what you thought was right, and I think
That's
it divided
what we're
a lot
saying.
of
That's
families.
exactly what we're saying.
And if you didn't get it, that's your choice. If you
Yeah.
did, awesome. We were so worried about getting somebody else sick and feeling the
Right.
guilt of like
Yeah,
giving
there's
it to
guilt.
somebody
Yeah,
else.
that's associated
Well,
with it.
I
think
didn't
that-
want to get my
right.
grandma or my mom sick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that there's
exactly.
a big
Yeah.
problem with putting so much on the average individual to do all the research because the research is available. The whole thing is, I have my own life. I shouldn't have to go through and research all these vaccines when a pandemic happens. I should be able to rely on my like head of health and whatever, like whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna say, but whatever's giving you orders, I want to rely on them because they've done the research. That's their job. They spend 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours a week doing that research. They should be able to give me the information that is the most effective for me to do, and I should be able to blindly trust them. And a lot of that is paid for by me with my tax dollars.
Yeah, but even then, like coming from Fauci, like he said, don't wear a mask, then wear a mask. You know what I mean? Like he changed his issue.
He did.
He changed his
and now he's
opinion on
pardoned forever.
not
So
opinion
like,
on this,
we'll
but
never know. But the whole thing is like everybody was kind of it was put on their shoulders to be their own doctor in that moment. And I know that in my experience, I was still working because we were considered still an essential business because we were doing home remodeling. So if somebody's,
and weddings.
and weddings. So like if somebody's bathroom leaked or something, we had to be open to be able to go do that. So I had to go to work. So it was like, I still have a 40, 50 hour work week. I don't have the additional 10 hours a week to do all the research to know if taking a vaccine that's being recommended with all of these things. Like it's ridiculous. But in the day and age of like the internet and information being accessible to all, it's almost put on us to do that. And it's like, no, come on, why can't we trust the people that are like doing this for their job? Come on.
Yeah.
So that's where I was kind of let down, and that's just what makes
and everyone was
sense
trying to get
me.
everyone was trying to get information that they thought was truthful.
Yeah.
And it came from a lot of different places, so a lot of people had different narratives. And like we just said before, we're not pro or anti-vaccine or whatever. We're not. You do what you want. We're not pro or anti-mask or whatever. It's just like do whatever you feel is comfortable, but make sure that wherever you're getting the information, you do your due diligence and make sure that they're not like sponsored by a pharmaceutical company or they're not sponsored by a health insurance company.
But even that is, it's like it's somewhat so new that I feel like people aren't like thinking about that. Like they're not I mean, maybe they are thinking about it in a way, but like when they're scrolling on Instagram and they're just seeing ads playing, they're not thinking about who's sponsoring that information.
Well, it's the new wave of information. Like either you know where it's coming from, or it's like legacy news where all that is pretty much like bought and sold like long ago. Like that's pretty established, right? Where all their money's coming from. Because in terms of like their viewers, like they really shouldn't even have a cable network if we're gonna like look at viewers, like viewership. Like they should have like no one's watching them anymore, so they should have like gone out a long time ago. But like they're supported and subsidized by
they're entertainment channels at this point. I mean, that's what they are. They're entertaining them.
They're in a battle with the social media companies for viewership.
Right.
Like
they
need to have hot takes in a way. Like the New York Times and all these other bigger names need to have these big headlines to try and pull people's attention because that's how they get paid. Because they're getting paid by people that want people to view their ads.
They haven't broken through the social media barrier yet. Like you see CNN clips, like Fox News clips, and I'm just not coming at it from one side. Like you know, they're all like failing online when you see their clips compared to like just content creators that are doing it just subscription.
And that's why you see people like Tucker Carlson blow up after leaving the mainstream.
Yeah, he's bigger now than
way
ever.
Bigger now. Yeah. Like way bigger. And that's, I know they were talking oh geez, what's the other guy that just, the late night host that just left? They were talking about he might be bigger afterwards.
Colbert.
Maybe it was Colbert. Yeah,
Colbert.
They were like, he might be bigger now after leaving than not, because now he can post whatever he wants on social media. Start his own Patreon, start his own podcast.
Colbert peaked at what was his show on Comedy Central?
Wasn't it the Daily Report?
The Daily
Report
Report with Stephen Colbert.
It
was the
Colbert Report. Yes, thank you.
Right,
that was such a great show. And then he did a complete 180 when he went to cable. But
do you watch late night TV shows like that anymore?
I would never put myself through that.
I've seen like a couple clips. I catch clips when they're like,
why?
Well, I was just gonna say, because kind of like when they leave, they have more of the platform, because as you're talking about like media that's failing to catch up with the internet, they're kind of holding on to the old.
No one's watching late night either.
No, and they're holding on to that last bit of like the baby boomers and stuff like that.
Yeah, almost like your Jimmy Fallons.
Yes, and they're so the internet is more, but that's also where like China's law is about you needing to have
credentials,
formal education to speak about certain things. Because people are getting their news from everywhere, you've got to there has to be trusted sources, you know, and it can't just be, I heard it from somebody who heard it from somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just verify your sources. Like, dig deep in your sources. That's who you should dig deep into,
Right.
is what you're getting your information from.
Right. I remember seeing this little like clip and somebody, it was a comedian. He was talking about just a quick story. He was talking about how back in the day, like if you didn't know something, then you had to ask someone and hope that they knew. And if they didn't know something, then you had to go to a library and go look for it. And if that didn't work, then you just didn't know the answer to that question. Now it's like you just look it up.
So everyone thinks they're an expert. Because,
And you can get
and
it
we're
by
not
so
experts
many
too
different
either. But we have lived experience, and that's kind of what we're talking about.
Well,
is
living
experience.
through this age is like a very, very unique experience.
Yeah, every day
like,
is different. You
Yeah,
never
and
know.
we were all,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
we're
crazy.
all a little bit different in ages and kind of like go through the whole like trifecta of technology becoming integrated into everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know like growing up in the 90s was going to be so different than growing up in like, 2012 going on.
Yeah,
You know
my
what I mean?
brother
I didn't
and
know
I-
that'd be such a big
Yeah,
difference.
my brother and I have an 8-year difference. He was born in 2001. I was born in 93. So like I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s. His memories are like late 2000s to the 2010s.
Yeah.
And like what a different world to grow up in, and I got to see it firsthand.
And I always think about my kids. I wish they were able to be raised when I
Right.
was able to be raised.
Yeah.
And I wonder how much of that is just like nostalgia for your youth and looking back at those good times as the best times. Because my dad, he might say, well, I wish all you guys got to be raised when I was
right.
raised.
And my dad has
Right.
said that too.
Yeah.
But both can be true. Both
Yes.
can be true. Like, that can be true, and also like just technology is just advancing more now than ever. So it's just inherently different now. Like, and we can acknowledge that because like, look back on like 1990 to 2000, right? Like we went from
Pagers?
CDs to actually that might be not be a good, but like even like further back in history, like 1920 to 1930, like what's the difference?
Right.
1930, 1940, what's the
Well,
difference?
I remember like 1990s were known for like culture, more so culture advancements with technology happening in the background, and then 2000 hit to 2010, and it was like now everybody
technology was front and center.
Everybody had a desktop in their
Yeah,
house.
you know what? It seemed like the
everybody
90s
had a phone.
Yeah, the
Like,
90s was culture forward, and then the 2000s to 2010 was like technology forward, and
Yeah.
then we all kind of like had our heads like level to tilted down. You know what
But
I
the
mean? I think that's
AOL,
what
the
happened.
introduction of the internet being affordable into people's homes in the mid 90s, having those computers and the internet in school.
But that still didn't
that
change
kind of,
society because you had to be in a certain room. You had to have your
Correct.
phone line
But
tied
it was
up to
that
the internet.
it was like that beginning of that.
Yeah, but if
opening.
technology
So when-
stopped then, like with landlines or with dial-up in a certain room,
Yeah.
then I don't think society would change like all that much. But then it took a big leap with
Right.
wireless.
Well,
and
like I remember the first
iPhone.
BlackBerry. Like, and that was amazing. You get email on your phone.
Yeah, but, like,
that
how-
was another big like.
But how
jump.
practical was that? Because
It was practical to the business people. It was practical.
But
to
how long
people
would it?
that
How
wanted
long
to
would
know-
it take someone to send an email now on a BlackBerry with this little bitty little
Yeah, but
bitty-
like even just being able to
Keypad.
read them. Like think about all the people living in bigger cities that don't want to be tied up in
But
their
did you need
apartments.
that, or
getting
did they
email.
sell you the need for it?
Wow.
There's always going to be a need for it because you have
Yeah.
to be more. Now you have to be more productive.
Like,
now you
what-
have to answer emails.
what year do
24/7.
you
But you
remember,
have
Tom?
to because you can. Like
Yeah, it's available.
Yeah.
Now the genie's out of the bottle. You
Right.
know what I mean? We all have to be available 24/7 now.
Like what year do you remember using the internet for the first time? Like like you could just jump
like
on
in
the internet.
school or at home.
Just like in general.
Because in school, I remember we had a couple like Apple computers around 4th grade,
Oregon
5th
Trail?
grade. Yeah, things like
Okay.
that. But it was
The ones that were like different colors.
Yeah.
no. This was before that. but
Oh, okay.
That was
That's
a
a
little bit
super
older.
Oregon Trail.
Yeah,
Floppy
yeah.
disk.
I remember
Oregon
the
Trail.
ones that were
Floppy
different
disk.
colors.
Yeah,
That you
his was like
those
beige
had floppy
or
disks.
whatever.
Oh yeah,
bro.
and I was in the green monitors and all that. But my dad, he was a printer, so he.
Your dad
always-
was a printer?
Yeah, he ran
Oh,
a
okay.
printing company. He had a printer.
That's really cool. I didn't know that.
So he always had like Macs. He always had to have a computer and stuff like that before everything else. So we had like a computer in our house when I was in middle school.
What year
with
would that
the
have been,
internet?
though? Is that like mid
90s?
Mid 90s.
Yeah, I had friends who had like
Yeah.
computers in their room with AOL, so we can do
Oh.
chat rooms and stuff like that.
Oh,
but this
I
was
remember the
just
first chat
most
rooms.
most basic type of stuff.
I remember a super funny story of the very first time I played an online game against my best friend Josh. He's my neighbor. We both got StarCraft 1, right? And we figured out, how to connect to each other's computer and how to play online. He was at his house, I was at my house, and I remember it was a really stormy day, which is why we weren't playing outside. Like there was just a storm of brewing, right? So we're just gonna try to figure this out. We're gonna play online, StarCraft, you versus me, 1v1. And we got into a game. Everything worked just fine. We were building up our armies, dude. We weren't attacking here and there. We weren't being cheeky with it. Like we were just building our armies. And we were probably building our armies until I'm pretty sure all the resources were gone on the entire map. So we maxed out our armies, we maxed out everything, and they were just then colliding. And I remember this like the most exciting moment of my life. Everything is leading up to this. My entire life is leading up to this moment. And the armies are about to come together and fight. And the first couple missiles, I start to shoot, and then a big thing of lightning, and boom, the power goes out, everything goes out.
Wow, that's funny.
And it's just like we lost all of it. Oh my God! How I remember that to this day, dude. I remember that vividly to this day. So it's interesting. But I think we're switching topics now, which is cool. Yeah. People are gonna think I'm Republican a lot because I'm wearing a camo. So like I just realized that the whole time I'm like ivermectin. I'm like Joe Rogan, this and that.
I love how
they're gonna be like this Republican. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat either. I'm barely independent.
That's so
and then one more question before we get into something else. I'm out of drink. Should I go upstairs and get another ginger beer or one? Oh, is that for next episode?
But I'm ready to dip into one too, so we can do a little prelude, and then I can we'll just have them, and I'll explain them next episode. Like just drink it.
Should I? Okay.
Well, we're
Let's
at
drink
50
it.
minutes.
And we didn't
Tom
even
broke
get
the fourth wall.
we didn't even get to Tom's update either.
Well, we're too busy talking about COVID.
I didn't see the
and
super secret thing for the
Well-
50 minutes. Is it just now 50 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So to the audience, we do the secret thing.
Super secret.
Because we try to keep this episode in a timely manner. We don't want this to take up your whole day. We want you to be able to listen to it while you're doing something else.
Okay.
So maybe we get to Tom's update real quick and his segment, and then we'll make
I do
this
have a New
double
Year's
day.
thing. It's. Oops! I just opened this. Oops.
Oh, they're open.
Oops, I'm drinking
I double
more.
opened it. Oops. Now it's going into my mouth.
Well, we'll tell you what we're drinking next episode. Maybe I'll mask
It's
out
hoppy.
blurries. Maybe I'll put blurries on our
Could I? Yeah, blur it out.
little blurred out. comments.
No, I'll face it away from the camera.
I brought beers too, so we could just do mine next episode.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
getting
we'll just
fucked up.
we'll do Tom's. We'll just say what beer.
fucked up.
Yeah, next episode will be Tom's beer. We don't know what it is yet, and we'll say it.
All right.
next-
Well, then I'll say what these are. This
right.
is a Founders Variety Pack.
Should I
that
give Tom
got.
one?
Yeah, here. I got one for him right here. Boom. It was a variety. I like Founders. They're one of the bigger breweries that is still holds a place in my heart as craft. They have good beer. And this was a IPA variety pack. So I have a tropical. There you go, Tom. I have a Tropical Fate. It's a fruited ale, tropical pineapple, and citrus notes.
Oh, these are all different.
They are. It was a
Okay,
variety pack.
because I have a hazy IPA, citrus, and tropical notes. Mortal Bloom.
Mortal Bloom. I like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're saying-
they're all. I think it's the Mortal Bloom. It's honestly, I bought this like I would buy a wine. It was based on the cans. The cans look super cool. You're gonna have to do it with that camera because I can't see.
I do like that artwork.
Yeah.
That's one of the ways I pick my beers, how the cans look sometimes. And
Yeah, this one sold me. I picked it up after the gym this morning. Probably looked like an alcoholic grabbing it.
I did a Giant Eagle grabbing that and more alcohol too. I didn't
When I
stop at
come
the
out with
champagne.
a 12 pack, and I'm just like,
But that's all the
scan my ID.
perception of things. Because I remember, and I talked to my son about this, working third shift. And so you're going to Fridays at 10:30, 11 in the morning to get dinner and have a margarita, but it looks like you're having it for breakfast.
Yup.
And everybody's kind of judging you, but you're like, dude, I've been up for 12, 13 hours.
Don't you get it?
already."
I'm about to fall asleep. 2
Do
hours
you,
from now.
girl?
Yeah. No.
right.
So. Yeah, I liked it. I just like I said, my
It's-
Tropical
it's
Fate.
good.
It's okay.
I can dabble in IPAs every now and then.
Yeah. What do you think, Tom? And what was yours? I don't even know which one you got.
Yeah.
Mine's a Sinister Haze.
Okay, so a hazy IPA.
Yeah, peachy and citrusy notes, so it was almost like it was meant for me.
Do you like it?
It's not bad.
Nice. Nice.
It's not bad.
It's got fruit in it, so I thought
It's
maybe you would.
definitely a second beer for me.
Sure. So after mimosas.
Yeah. Yeah, we polished off that bottle, I think.
Yes. She gone. Love it. Clipped. Every last
That'll be a
stop.
Happy New Year's clip.
Yeah.
All right, so I I want to do it's really short, a New Year's like factoid specifically for this year, and then we can get into Tom's update. Then he can just round out the episode with his pick of the week.
Perfect.
It's really nothing. It's just this year the New Year's ball is going to drop 2 times this year.
I have not heard this. Why?
Because
enlighten me, James.
We're celebrating the 250th anniversary of America.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
on the New Year too?
No, it's not gonna be on the New Year. It's gonna be like it's July 3rd. I think is when they're dropping it.
Okay.
To July 4th.
I would imagine.
You might have to fact check me on this. Yeah. So I thought that was like pretty interesting because it's gonna be dropped twice, and it hasn't been done since it started. And I think it started in 1907 is when I'm really good memory. It started in 1907, the ball dropping. So it's not.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, the first time since 1907. For whatever reason, they did it twice in 1907, but
Maybe
it's going to be
super
done
happy they
twice
got
in
it.
2026.
Wow.
Yeah, because 1776, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
250.
It's 250 years.
Trying to do math.
No, you're right,
I
because
could've-
that's why Trump had a big parade for the military turning
That's why.
200. Well, I know that the years correlated.
That's why Tom made a gesture.
No, but the years
might
correlated.
be another reason why you did it.
Well, maybe we won't get into that. We've already talked about a lot of controversial stuff.
Dude, I will on Republicans, on Democrats.
People are gonna think you're anarchist.
Anarchist. I'm not even libertarian. Like, I just want good ideas to happen.
Are you gonna start
And
your
it's
own
so
party?
hard to have
What
good
would you name your own party?
The Anti-Citizens United Party. That's what I would name it. Like, that's because that's the problem. Getting money out of politics is, I think, the problem. You know.
I would agree that is a very big part of the problem.
I think that's the first domino. Then once you hit that domino, like you can't donate.
Well, if you get
hundreds
money out of it, people aren't going to want to stay there their whole career. Like, that's another big thing.
And if you can't do trading based on,
Right. Well,
inside knowledge and everything
know.
you're getting.
All the meetings you're in.
The shortcuts have to be eliminated. You know what I mean?
Yes. I definitely agree with that.
If you're making a $200,000 salary, which is a nice salary, that's a nice
Oh
chunk
my
of
God.
change. Even in DC, you shouldn't have
80 days of work.
I mean, yeah. And you're
But
talking
you
about
shouldn't have
like
a multi-million-dollar
5x the
home.
average. Like, isn't the average? Well, we just went over this No, we went over how much it should cost. The poverty
How
line.
did this get political again?
God.
Gee dang
You-
it! This is a family
You
show.
started it.
You did with this whole
You wanted
250th
to defend
anniversary.
yourself against internet trolls on the podcast,
Yeah,
and then
it's just wild when people put words in your mouth. I'm not used to that. Like, I'm not,
I think it's going to happen a lot.
Yeah,
with
it might happen.
What,
what
we
are
talk
you
about.
used to being put in your mouth, James?
facts, Tom. Facts go in my mouth. Jeez, Tom, this is a family show.
Drink 2 hits hard,
it?
man.
Was it a family show? I don't know.
I can take away your segment, Tom.
Fantastic.
I can take away your segment like that.
I feel like we're 1 minute away from my update and segment being taken away.
Yeah, it's all you, Tom.
Go
And,
for
and
it,
with that
Tom.
being said,
Give us your
with
update.
Tom on very thin ice.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Tom's 20-minute monologue.
Yeah, be careful with your update.
And my camera's gonna be out, so it's just gonna be on James
is your
the
camera
whole
out?
time. Well, no, it's back on now. I've replaced the batteries and everything.
All right, camera on Tom.
But it was a good Christmas. We could talk football. He's off.
We've already talked football. Give us your update, damn
But
it.
it was a good Christmas. It was a lot more laid back than I'm used to.
Okay.
But so
Because I know you had all the kids, right?
yeah, we just
4
had them
kids.
Christmas morning.
Waking up Christmas morning at Tom's house.
4 of them. It was awesome. It was really good. And then they kind of have gone their separate ways. So it's been a combination of like 1 or 2 at home. So it's been like pretty relaxed. Sorry. The 5-year-old's been wanting to watch a lot of Christmas movies. So after talking about, man, I'm losing.
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah,
oh,
I
man.
can hear it.
All this talking has got Tom's throat just.
Man.
Tom, what we do is not. It looks easy. We make it look easy. It's not easy, Tom.
That is so funny.
It's not easy, Tom.
Continued to get raspier and raspier. I was like, clear it. Like, I'm on the edge of my seat. Like, is he gonna clear it? Is he gonna clear it?
I'm on Kelsey like he's gonna clear now. He's gonna clear now.
Kelsey. That gets me so good. I think Kelsey, it makes me laugh so hard.
Yeah, I love that throwback. And it always shows up in my phone to like download the app now.
We talk about it.
Yeah.
But it was relaxing and chill. And once we talked about Jingle All the Way, Like I showed the kids all that.
They've never seen Jingle All the Way?
They have, but it's been
Okay.
like a few years.
Oh.
So I
every year.
like forced even the 15 and 16-year-old. I was
Sit
like,
down.
you guys are coming
The
down
sick
here.
world.
Get your pajamas, get a pillow, I'm making popcorn.
I'm taking a picture, damn it.
And God damn it, if you make me make cookies, I swear to God.
But we had so much fun, and like they all love that movie. That became their favorite. Like even
Yes.
just like the cheesy
Win.
violence and everything. So we
Win.
watched that probably 5 times
Holy smokes.
over the Christmas because we didn't go anywhere. We didn't do anything. We just
Sure.
You know, and I've tried to embrace this Christmas more than most because I haven't been sick. We've been kind of like talking about all positive stuff here, and you know, just kind of leading into it, just trying to be like, all right, I want to end this year. I want to move on. I want to close this chapter. I want to try to do something, have something more positive going into next year. So we've just been Christmas music, and I've just embracing it. So we actually have been watching a ton of Christmas movies. I've been off work. We found a new one the other day, Jingle All the Way 2.
No. Cut that out. Bleep it.
Starring
Bleep it.
David's favorite comedian of all time, Larry the Cable Guy.
Not my favorite of all
No,
time.
I refuse to watch it. You sent me a screenshot of it or the poster, and I'm like, nope, not
Well,
doing
and
that.
my kid wanted to watch it, Hudson.
No, that's fine. Yeah, Hudson. I
So-
don't want to deprive Hudson of.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And as a standalone, it was, you know, it was something. It didn't go along with the lines. It really shouldn't have been a sequel. It should have just been its own movie. But
Maybe.
So it didn't like replicate what happened in
It could
the
never.
first one?
no, there was fever over a hot toy of the holiday season, and shenanigans ensued.
Yeah, no.
But other than that, it wasn't.
They didn't end up in a parade.
No. no.
We could have.
Well,
a
then
whole
I don't want to
episode-
watch it. I don't want
Yeah.
to watch it.
We could have a whole episode on why Christmas movies today don't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
When was that? When did that come out though? Jingle All the Way 2. Is that
All the Way
like
2?
recent?
kinda.
It has to be. I mean, it's Larry the
Pretty
Cable
modern.
Guy,
Man, there's so many things I was gonna say.
2014. So I
Oh
guess,
yeah, pretty recent though.
yeah,
I mean, over a decade. Jesus, 2014.
I know,
That's
I
so
know.
crazy to think.
yeah. I do that all the time. But it's been, you know, we kind of got political, so it's been fun, kind of. With the holidays, there's that politics because everybody. We've talked about it 100 times about the cost of things being brought up, and we all have the same political complaints and the same issues.
Yeah.
But everybody has like a different way of how it should be handled. So it's like we all share the same issues with whether it's people in our families dealing with Social Security, disability, taxes, you know, all these things. We all have the same complaints, but then the ways of fixing them and the supporters.
We're all pointing a finger at a different thing.
Yeah, and it's so.
And meanwhile, the cost of everything is still going
Yeah,
up.
and it's like, well, how much has you voting for this person that said they were going to make everything cheaper actually benefited? So it's that, and I didn't want to get into any discussions. Like, I just wanted to kind of be like, oh, yeah. So even when, like, Turning Point USA gets brought up as, oh, he went to Christmas Mass, he should start getting involved and watching this. And I'm like, you mean Jesse Waters, who says you're not manly if you use a straw or go grocery shopping with your wife? Like, that's who you want them to be watching? So I did a decent job of avoiding politics.
Well, it's hard now because it's like definitely ingrained into conversation. Everyone has to pay more attention to it, especially over the past
Well,
year.
it's affecting everyone's lives.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean? The
so
cost of
much
things have
affecting.
gone up for everyone. You
Yeah.
know, like, yeah, I could talk even more about that.
If only those Doge checks were coming.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's how much it affected me.
So I want to close this out with New Year's resolutions. If you guys have them, if you've had them in the past, if that's something you do every year, if you have any this year.
Yeah.
David, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I usually make a resolution with my wife every year. We try and like better our lives in some way, shape, or form. And I know that this year it is at the highest priority to save as much money as possible in order to hopefully within the next couple of years, like have a down payment for a house and move out of our current house. So that is like our big goal. We have a goal number that we want to hit at the end of the year. So that's it's not like a resolution like we need to change something per se, but we just want to save more than we've been able to in the past, and that's kind of like our big goal for this year.
Yeah, having a stricter budget, like tightening it up.
Tightening it up as much as
end.
possible to be able to like progress our life in the way of moving out of our current house.
Yeah, as long as you guys are on the same page, that should
Yep.
be something attainable.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's my biggest one.
That's a good goal.
Yeah. What about you?
Nothing, honestly. I run every morning, and so like I try to push myself a little bit more. And then I started like lifting, not a whole lot, just here and there, but I want to start doing that every day. It's basically just like maintaining what I've built over the last couple years, which is like a relatively healthier lifestyle. I'm drinking in the morning. It's not it's not about that. It's the holidays. But it's like intermittent fasting, going on runs in the morning, walking the dogs after that, eating healthy, grass-fed things from White Oaks. The deer Fred got, I still have 12, 13 pounds of that. Supporting local produce, all those things that develop a healthy lifestyle. I just want to maintain, you know what I mean? So I don't necessarily have a goal so much as just like maintaining what I've been doing and not like slack off.
Sure.
So,
I mean, everything builds on top of it. It's compounding.
Yeah.
Especially with health.
Yeah.
So it's a good goal.
I don't have a big overall goal. Maybe next episode I'll think about it. But right now I can't really rip it off. Tom?
Yeah, it's hard because most of them you kind of feel like the ability to follow through, it kind of tapers off. Like last year I had the thought of every week I'm going to write down something positive for the week, and so I'll have it and I can look back at the end of the year, and that lasted like 3 months. So
Well,
you know what?
It's also hard because you have to set yourself up not for failure. Set yourself
Yeah.
up for something that you can actually accomplish. So
Yeah.
like small steps, I know, is a big way of making it. Like instead of every week, go every other week, and maybe you make it throughout the year then.
Yep.
Or like once every month, and you only have to do it 12 times. Maybe that's easier to obtain.
Yeah, and it's all about setting attainable goals. I think for me, it's just this year I want to get to a couple concerts again. That's usually kind of my goal every year.
Yeah.
And also this past year, like it started out right away with my wife and her surgery, and it just kind of felt
Dude.
like it was a downhill thing from the beginning of the year.
My year has been like that too.
yeah, it's
all
probably,
three of us.
Yeah.
All of us feel
It's
like
been a
this
tough
year
year.
has been a very, very
Yeah.
tough year. So
probably like job-wise, relationship-wise, just in every sense of the word, it's been one of the most difficult years of my life so far. And I have to always preface that because I know, but so I think that my biggest goal is just to try to refocus on things and try to be a little bit more thankful and put a little bit more effort into what I have.
kind of grounding yourself.
Yeah, and just trying to focus on like, let's just make this a better year than the previous year.
Yeah.
And if we do that, then that's good, that's great, and then we could just build on that.
I like that.
Tom, could you look up how long the average New Year's resolution lasts?
Oh, jeez. See, this is where like the gyms kill this statistic.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone's like, I want to start working out, and then their gym membership sales go skyrockets in January and then falls off a cliff by March.
I did think of a New Year's resolution, not New Year's resolution, but something I wanted to share on this podcast. It's something I heard. I don't know where I heard it from, but like, I want people.
This is great. 1 month, around 25% of people stick with their goals past the first month.
My dad owned a title boxing club, and it was like you would see that everywhere. You would see it packed, and it was great.
It says nearly 4 months on average, so that's the average. So you're around the average.
Yeah, I tried, and I also got like books to like write memories for my kids, and I was gonna
my
do all
God.
these things, but it's hard to maintain that through a year because things get in the way and just you get busy.
That's what I got for my. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just thought it was hilarious. The bottom part of this is that Quitter's Day is the second Friday in January, is officially known as the day most people abandon their resolutions.
Cigarette
It's a name.
cigarette sales goes spiking through the roof.
Zin gets a whole new bonus.
Bourbon just goes to the moon.
Yeah, everyone's hammered on the second Friday in
Second
January.
Friday in January. It's Quitter's Day. That's so funny. Okay, so why people fail their goals? So, Tom, can you scroll down a little? Thank
Let's
you.
do a deep dive on this real quick.
All right, so vague goals. Don't be vague. Say, instead of saying eat healthier, be more specific and action oriented. Okay, focus on habits. That is the thing I'm gonna harp on really quick really quick.
Commonly used phrases.
That might have got cut out last episode. Harp on. Yeah, focus on habits. Building a habit, I think, requires like a week or 2 weeks.
14 days.
14 days, yeah, 14 days. And that's I run every day. I can't not run. Before I started running every day, I saw someone running, and yeah, you can keep this up, Tom. I saw someone running like when it was like super rainy out, and I'm like, I just like don't understand. I'm like, why the fuck are you outside running? But now I'm that person.
Yeah.
Like I have to do it now.
I had that feeling
this morning.
about.
Oh, sorry. Can I just extend on that really quick? Because this morning it was like it's 23 degrees outside.
Yep.
It's a tornado outside.
Yeah.
It's garbage day here. I'm sorry. I'm getting geared
Yeah,
up.
my trash
Tom-
cans blew down the road. I had to get them.
Yeah,
before
dude.
He texted me before because he's like,
like,
I'm running behind. I go grab my
Sam.
trash cans that are a block away.
Yeah, no, you're dodging things. While I was running, it was like a video game because I was like running. It's like a 2D platform. I was running. I'm like, oh, Coke bottle, Ba-ding! like jump over like like an Amazon box, jump over that.
You jump
like,
up and it
dude,
blows you to the side.
Because it's garbage day here, and also
Yeah.
the windiest day in the world, and also 25 degrees. I'm like, yeah. So I have like 2 or 3 layers of pants. I have like layers of clothes. I have my gloves on. I'm like, I'm gonna run,
Yep.
in this weather. And it like one time, like coming the other opposite direction, when I'm like, finishing my mile, like a big gust of wind just came and like choked me out. I had to stop and like turn around. I had to do like a 180 because like it just like took everything out of me, that big gust of wind.
Yeah. See, that's how I felt going to the gym on multiple mornings where like there's 6 inches of snow, super icy roads or whatever. And I'm like, okay, but if I don't go, the rest of my day's ruined. Like
Mentally,
I've created the habit.
You feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah, I need to be up. I need to be in the gym working out at 6 a.m. And then I need to be leaving the gym at 7:30. I need to be home, make breakfast. Like it's a routine. And if I stray away from that, it ruins my whole day. Then it feels like a Sunday. And then I'm like less motivated to do things.
Yeah.
I'm less
it
motivated to
sucks.
do anything, really. It's
But
like
that's
I
what
need
habits,
that morning routine.
That's what habits like instill in you.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
once you get that 2 weeks, then you feel bad about not doing it. It
well, even
bolsters
over like
the habit.
Christmas, right? Like I didn't go Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or the day after Christmas. So I had 3 days off. I only had a 2-day work gym week. And like it threw off my whole weekend because then it felt like I had a weekend that lasted 5 days.
Yeah.
And like that, I was like, wait, what? So getting back in there this morning, I was like, ooh, a little sore,
Yeah.
but I like it.
We are in that
back in the
weird
routine.
Christmas to New Year's
You
time.
don't know what day it is.
Yeah,
Don't-
yeah.
It's weird because my work is shut down, so I'm forced to take a vacation this week. And so even for me, I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. Nothing's real.
I'm just gonna eat cheese, drink wine,
watch movies.
watch Jingle All the Way for the 7th time.
Is that what you do when you have nothing going on? You eat cheese, drink wine, James? That's your night on the couch?
Dude, I gained 10 pounds. I gained 10 pounds. I think I cut that down to 8 now. So I'm on my way back.
Okay.
But okay, so the best thing you could do is focus on a habit. I think we all agree on that.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I just want to share this is realistic expectations. So I
Like
only
you were
run
saying,
I started with a mile and I'm working my way up, mile and a quarter, mile and, a third, whatever. Working my way up, but I'm not a fucking marathon runner. I would never even say I'm a runner. I only do this because it's like New Year's resolution, what we talk about.
No,
I never
yeah.
like say I run every day, but like just create realistic expectations. I wasn't saying I'm going to run 2 miles the first time. Like I just said, I'm going to run a mile, and however long that takes is how long it takes. Now I've been doing this for years, and it's really cool to see because I use the same app. I've been doing this for like 5, maybe 6 years, but it's so cool to see like what my very first mile was, and then what my very first mile a year later was, or after that.
Yeah.
And then comparing that to now, it's just really cool to see. Again, I would never. I still have really bad times. It's
Sure.
still not good, but like it's good for your heart. It's
Yeah.
good for your mental state. That you did something difficult. Like the first thing I do is something difficult, and you knock that out of the way. Like with you and working out, the
Yep.
first thing you do is something difficult, and the rest of your day seems easy. And again, something we're learning from Joe Rogan. Again, I'm not a Republican, but like. Sorry, my phone's just blowing up now. I should put that on silent.
First time
Heard you talking
podcasting.
about ivermectin.
Yeah, no, that's sorry. That's the government. That's the government texting me.
Letting them know that they're recording right now. And
No, it's my sister. She's coming over later today, and I'm excited to see my little sister because she lives in Wisconsin. So she's here for the holidays, and we're going to be having her over here.
That's one of the best parts about the holiday season is just family being in town. Like I know, like I
Amen.
said, I have family from Pennsylvania coming in town, and like there's one more family over there in Pennsylvania, but they're like the last people that I have in Pennsylvania. So them coming into town, it's just like I want to spend as much time as I can with them as possible. And they're here from like Friday to New Year's Day. So like they're actually staying a full week, and it's so cool. I'm like, okay, well, any chance that I have, I'm going to be over there hanging out. So
yeah, it's awesome.
It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Tom, do you want to get us to your segment? I think we're running.
Yeah, so
way
we had
long.
planned on doing a New Year's Eve
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's been New Year's Eve. We talked about
We talked about
some New Year's stuff.
we talked about New Year's and COVID.
Well, what affected the most of 2025 and getting past it, right? Oh, jeez.
So-
All right, full screen.
Oh, this is
and it's muted and full screen.
Oh, I know it's
I'll let you do
I know
I'll
you
let
need
do your
some
job.
setup because you get confused halfway through.
No, I
and
like your setups.
Okay, so real quick, this is one of my favorite videos.
Is that Fergie?
No.
It might
Oh, I
be,
don't know. I
but
don't know who that was. Sorry.
I used
But
to,
who is that? That's
Steve Harvey.
Okay, Roger. Steve Harvey.
Cleveland's
New
own.
York City, New Year's Eve. What year is this?
2020, I believe.
2020?
So-
wow.
Oh yeah, look
Yeah,
at it. 2020 in the back.
That's why everyone had those glasses.
So I remember being a
Steve
kid
Harvey.
and watching like MTV because they would always have the bands you like back in the day, and it was super cool. Like Limp Bizkit would play on New Year's Eve. Like how cool is that?
Yeah.
And
the definition of cool.
well, and now it's like you got
Hosted by Ryan Seacrest and
yeah, that's
Lane.
totally different. And you got
Yeah.
Cooper Anderson and his husband getting drunk and flirting with each other.
Yep.
So one of my favorite videos is this, and it's just, I mean, dude's got a Lego bust of himself. Like that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. No, if this is the video I'm thinking of, I think I've seen it, but
Yeah, so
I'm excited to
I skipped through.
rewatch it.
Just
I don't
all-
think I've seen this clip.
All you need to know is he really likes this bust.
Mute.
Oh, Tom.
Legos. There were no brown Legos when I had them. This is probably a special.
There were no
order.
brown Legos.
That's pretty slick.
I love
That's
Steve Harvey.
So there's a
that's
big Lego
actually
thing of
simple
Steve
fly
Harvey.
right there.
Yeah, it's a
Hey,
model of
in
him
the
from like the
meantime,
shoulders up.
that's-
And he loves it. He's so excited.
What are you doing?
Then Gronk.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this.
It comes up and
Oh,
smashes
he looks...
it. It's Steve Harvey.
I don't want to work with him no more. Why are you here? You're mentally imbalanced.
And like, how much of this is him acting or
You know
for
how hard
real?
it is to get them brown Legos?
Gronkowski is slightly twisted. Something's wrong with him, man.
Did you get another Lego
Oh,
and then
no.
put that back together?
No.
Would you want another one of those? I mean, because
I don't know how much the special order the brown Legos was, but I'm not willing to chip in for it.
right.
High voltage.
Oh, my God. I do remember that. I remember seeing that clip. Yeah, it's... He seemed genuinely upset
it's
about it.
so
He
funny.
seemed genuinely upset about it.
I hope that he was. Like, I genuinely hope that was like Gronk, because someone like Steve Harvey, I would imagine would view Gronk as like, and you're just gonna do this like frat boy like butthead move kind of thing, like stereotypical.
yeah.
You're this big like guy.
And Gronk
like,
probably had some drinks and was
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
kinda
yeah, yeah.
goofed.
That's the thing.
It's like he thought this is a really cool thing. I don't know like who gave it to him or whatever, but he was like proud of it, holding it almost like a trophy on a pedestal kind of thing. And then this big old football guy comes over and smashes it in front of you. Yeah, you too, dude. Like I hope that is exactly what the.
I'm sure the
reaction was.
producer didn't say, don't not smash it.
Oh,
Yeah.
It wasn't explicit.
Sure. I'm sure that wasn't like Gronk's idea. That it was like a producer was on the side like, hey, what if you?
I don't know.
what if
New
you
Year's
went
Eve
up
gets
there?
wild on
So-
live TV.
Speaking of wild New Year's, I would just want to tell a quick anecdote about one of my worst New Year's ever.
Oh, let's go.
First job, Giant Eagle. So I had to work, and my buddy was supposed to pick me up after. And this was back with like pagers and that type of stuff. And so he was supposed to pick me up, and I was going to go to their house, and we were going to party in the pool and do all this fun stuff for New Year's. My parents were out and everything. He ended up saying there was a change of plans. They couldn't get me. I had to walk home for 2 miles. So I bought myself donuts, and I'm like, well, I guess if I'm going to walk home on New Year's Eve by myself, I'm going to have these donuts. So I finally got home. I almost missed the ball drop. I set the donuts down. I go to the bathroom or go to get something to drink. I'm gonna watch the ball drop. I come back. My dog ate my whole box of donuts.
That's a memory. That's a core memory.
That's
you
a
still
core
remember.
memory.
Do you know how many New Year's I don't remember, and you remember that?
Oh,
so,
yeah.
God
Right.
bless your dog. God
Yep.
bless that New Year's.
Do you
Rest
make it
in
a thing?
peace,
Do you get
Bailey.
like donuts every New Year's now?
Do you
You should make it a thing. That should be a tradition for you. You should be like
feeding
New
your
Year's
dog donuts?
Man, that was the worst. That was the worst.
Feeding your dog
that's
donuts
funny.
every New Year's. All right. Well,
Well,
we hope you have a great New Year's. I know
yes.
this is going to drop New Year's
Everyone,
Eve.
yes, this is gonna drop on New Year's Eve, so everyone be safe.
Be
first
responsible.
and foremost. Be
Drink
safe.
responsibly.
Yes, watch the ball drop, and
Responsibly.
if you're drinking while watching the ball drop, stay where you're at.
Responsibly.
Be responsible. That's the biggest thing. Yes, please. We do
All
not
right, guys.
advocate for anything irresponsible.
Advocate for responsibility. Thank you guys for the hangout. We'll see you next week.
Happy
See
New
you
Year.
guys.
Happy New Year.